Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the Stock Car Racing League Round 1 and the 4th annual Daytona 250. Here tonight on Extreme Sim TV, someone's going to walk away with the opening round of the season. Here, warm-up about over, qualifying order set via the duels that went unaired last night. We'll get your starting lineup in just a moment. But no fast repairs here tonight. These guys are going to have to keep the car clean for 250 miles tonight at the Daytona International Speedway to end up right there where you're looking inside victory lane. Everybody is ready to go. I want to thank everyone for coming out here tonight to the Daytona 250. Now, everybody's going to get ready to roll, and we're going to get ready to get them out on track for tonight's opening of this event. And man, oh man, 250 miles in this next gen car, not really knowing what to expect out of these guys, but it is going to be a ton of fun. We'll continue to get them gridded up. As soon as we got them completely gridded up, we will give you your starting lineup of the evening. And again, everyone here getting gridded up, ready to go for this one. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out here tonight for the opening round of the season. Should be a lot of fun here this evening. Cars on pit road are ready to go as we get them ready to rock and roll. Again, last week we ran the prelim. We went to Langley for the Clash. Now we open up at Daytona, and you see them right now rolling off of pit road as we speak. We'll get ready to get your starting lineup in just one moment here on the channel, but this should be a lot of fun tonight. Next gen car, don't know really what to expect out of this car for tonight. Now, single file up front. Well, it'll take them a moment to get everybody out there and ready to go. Let me see if we can get you a starting lineup. It's Dylan on the pole for this one as they head down the back straightaway really quickly. Unfortunately, due to us not having qualifying, my normal qualifying grid don't work, so let's see if we can quickly. There we go, Dylan on pole. Alec Daffin right there in second, third Corey. Joshua there in fourth. Fifth is going to be Cameron Perez. Sixth, Chaz Brewer. Sammy Harwell there in seventh. James in eighth. Ninth, Ty there. Ash Ridge 10th. Derek Paulson there 11th. Jack Stanley 13th. 14th, Doc Holliday. 15th, Tony. 16th, Tyler. Sean Britt 17th. Ricardo there as well. Tanner there in that 19th spot. Justin Wilson, Karak Rail right there. Nick King, Cody 23rd, Patrick 24th, Zach 25th, Andrew Lutz Jr. 26th, Daniel 27th, Waylon 28th. And the rest of the starting lineup will scroll through. 30 cars is green here tonight. For the start of this one, here we go. Everybody off in the turns 1 and 2. Joshua right there as well. Look at Chaz Brewer and everybody immediately ducking down to the bottom of the racetrack. And we'll see a lot of this riding tonight. I think we're not going to see anybody do anything crazy here early on. Dylan from the pole started up front. He'll continue to be right there. There is a Dylan right there in the lead. Everybody else single file behind him for the start of this one. Now everybody immediately back single file up front. No surprise there. Second group starting to kind of come into formation behind them up there on that top lane, and you see it right there. Britt right there kind of leading the charge there with that one as they continue to run right now. Clifton Crockwell right there as well. Nick King right there in the back. King on pit road. Kind of interesting. King there on pit road. A couple cars not making the start here, but up front the lead change already. Alec gonna lead the charge on the outside lane. That 48 of Alec with Joshua right there behind him. Cameron Perez making that charge up to the front. And I think that's teammates right there in front of him. Yellow is out on the racetrack. We're going to try to discover a couple of cars, one car with damage here. And we'll try to figure out what happened to bring out the first yellow of the night. And there is a car stopped on the apron. That's Sean M. Let's get ready to get your first replay of the evening. See if we can discover what brought the caution out here tonight. So as we get your instant replay up and going for you, let's see if we can somewhat determine what happened. All right, here we go. We are back here for the instant replay. That's Sean M right there in mid-pack. A lot of jostling going around and tried to shoot the gap. Too much momentum, going to get wrapped up in it. And remember, no fast repair. That is just about going to end Sean's Daytona effort here tonight in the Stock Car Racing League, round 1 of 22 in a Daytona 250. So Sean going to end up on the hook right now. One more look at this. And it just appears a little bit too much momentum going toward just pack of cars. And just comes almost up. There's the RS machine to his top side. And yeah, just too much momentum. Got the car into the outside wall. He'll come down pit road. The opening yellow of the night. Let's see if we quickly can grab and see if we can talk to him. 'Cause that was just, one of the things you gotta go, but unfortunately I feel like he just overdone it and ended up in that outside wall. I think he'll try to get this car repaired, but I don't know that that's going to work for him because that car is pretty well toasted on the front end. And again, just overshot the run there. But it's Alec out front in the 48. Right there, Alec leading the way right now. Let's see if we can see if Alec can talk to us. Out of Shaw Racing, let's see. Hey Alec, Matt up here in the booth, got a copy on me, bud.
I gotcha.
Alrighty, man. Well, you're out front early on. You got teammates around you. Was you surprised to see the early caution come out?
It kind of gives me a chance to take a breather because we were planning on going for the lead there, and then I went to pass the 45, came up to throw a block, I slammed on the brakes, was gonna just fall behind him, but then I somehow still got to his outside, and then our plan worked out. But yeah, it kind of raised my heart rate a little bit. Thought we were gonna get wrecked, so glad to have the caution come out, take a little breather, and ready to get back at it.
Well, Alec, you got teammates behind you, and Joshua and Cameron. How much does that change the game with teammate cars right there behind you?
I mean, having the lead now doesn't change it a whole lot, but if we ever get back in the pack again, it definitely helps because a lot easier to pass when we got people to help you out for sure.
All righty, man, we're going to let you go. Best of luck, and we're going forward. And good luck here.
Thank you, appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right, restart coming up here in just a moment. Teammates up front, and there we go. Now looks like we're gonna get ready to start this thing. One lap down car on the bottom. That is 9, and that's Justin Wilson right now, 2 laps down. Nick King still out of the event. Couple more cars that missed the start of this one also on pit, trying to get their laps back. Ash Ridge. Right now, let's go take a look at Mr. Ridge. He's one lap down in the 37 on pit road. He ended up getting some damage, I do believe, out of that first incident as well. So Ash Ridge there on pit road as we get ready for another restart here tonight. And man, oh man, what impact that was of that first incident of the night. Cars trying to get caught up here that are a lap down. Everybody else going to do what they can here. And again, it is mistakes happen there. There's Ash on pit road. Alec out front right now coming to green. And we are ready to go with the this restart after the first yellow of the night. Single file restart. We are green. Once again, the field going to be up top by the wall. Good restart out front for the Shaw Racing cars. And that 9 going to actually take advantage and duck right in with Alec there. So let's see if we get this outside train rolling. We haven't seen this much on iRacing, but the top 4, including the lap car, are able to break away. Really, Chaz Brewer right back here in the 6 camp. Trying to hang on, get down on the bottom, get single file. First double file racing on track right now is the back here around Sean Britt. Britt is going to have to come up with something. Double file right there is that little back of race cars. 6 of 100 complete here and already getting back up to speed. Cars off of turn number 4 right now. Double file, first 4 or 5 car. And we got trouble. Big one front straight away. Cars around. There's a 98 spinning. That is Britt gonna get caught into it. Man, oh man. And let's get ready for another replay early on. 2 big incidents. So we'll get ready early on here to look. And it looked like Britt just got turned around. As we get back to it here, and we'll see what actually occurred. Man, unfortunate for Sean. But, you know, that type of thing does happen here. See here, we can locate exactly what happened. And that's the problem, man. You have a big incident like that. And when you do, there's nowhere for a bunch of people to go. Now that was pretty big. Wow. One more look at it here. Cars were just coming out of the corner, down through the tri-oval, and just, ooh, cars all over the place. Man, one more look. And they're coming along at a pretty good clip here, and just watch the contact. Mid-pack, boom. Not luckily for the 98, I don't think he got much of it. One car there on the apron. But man, oh man, that is not good early in this race with just 8 laps complete. 2 big incidents on the evening. And this is going to start to turn out to look like a junkyard here early on. And what do you do if you're one of these drivers caught up in these incidents early on? You know, you got a long way to go here tonight. We take a look on pit road. One of our cars absolutely demolished down there on pit road right now. Well, there is where we sat as we get ready to rock and roll once again. 2 early yellows. A little bit surprised at the amount of yellows early on. But man, oh man, with no fast repairs here at Daytona, it makes for a long night for some guys. See the field pacing around under yellow still after the big incident there on the front straightaway. And we'll get ready for the restart. So with the restart ready to go, Man, what can you say? Cars just getting in trouble early on, and it's not helping their cause. Racing this hard early on here at Talladega usually does not end well. And here tonight it's being proven again. With just 92 laps to go, we've had some big incidents with a bunch of vehicles involved. Sean Britt kind of got lucky. He's on pit road now getting that car worked on. You got Patrick on pit road getting that car fixed up. Justin back out on track. A little bit of damage on that machine. But what really shouldn't have happened there. And we will see. Let's see if we can get one more angle of this incident. Let's see if we can discover. Wow. All right, here we go. This right about here. There we go. All right, if we take a look at this in slow motion, you can see the pack just start to get out of shape. Cars start to go around. And the problem with that is you see one car lift off the ground there. That was the 16 of Aiden. And just, oof. Torn all the way up. Ooh, some more cars there right with him. One more look. Aiden's just right there doing the best he can. He's going to get clipped. Sent into the outside wall. Bounces off another ride there, and that car never really settles down. Spins like a top. The 14 gets collected. So we have really torn up some race cars early on with 91 laps to go. Just kind of surprised at the amount of carnage here early on tonight, but we see it all the time. Alec out front, he's able to stay away from the carnage behind him as we get ready for another restart, just 10 laps in to the race here tonight. So keep that in mind. We're only 10 laps in. And right now I'm showing Dylan, who started on pole in the 40 machine, out of this race. You got Aiden back there retired. Tyler out, Zach out, Sean M out, and Nick King all out of this event. So I'm showing at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles has packed it up and took it to the house. Disappointment for, I know, Dylan there. Really wanted to take advantage of getting a pole here tonight, but we're back underway. Cars back to green. Shaw Racing. 1, 2, 3 still out front. 10 laps complete, 90 to go here at Daytona. 2 big incidents to start tonight. 2 pretty major incidents starting out tonight. And we continue to rock and roll. Top 3 out front pulling away. What do you do when you see these incidents early on? If you're some of these guys up front, you pretty much want to get in line and ride. You definitely don't want to get back here battling around. Waylon Venning right there. Doc Holliday, Sean Britt. Again, a little bit of damage on that car. Luckily for Sean, I think he's going to be okay. He's got a little bit of damage. He's actually going to come back to pit road. So Britt bringing that car back down pit road here with Alec out front with teammates behind him. So there's Alec continuing to lead teammates there out of Shaw Racing. Continuing to rock and roll. 89 laps to go here from Daytona. Again, we just kicked this thing off and 2 big incidents early on. So the 48, 24, 5 out of Shaw Racing leads the pack. The closest one behind them is going to be Cody Jordan right there behind him. And Cameron Perez hanging on. Clifton Cockrell right there in 5th spot. Tony Patton there in 6th. Jack Stanley 7th. Chase Schaefer, Chaz Brewer, and Corin McCrane there in the top 10 is your top 10 so far. out of this one. 13 laps complete at Daytona. Again, Tanner McCready back there. Doc Holliday trying to get it done. We've seen Doc Holliday on the channel before. Pretty successful plate racer in his own right. But right now, setting P15, we have just under 20 cars on the lead lap. Leyland, the last car on the lead lap, and he is on pit road right now. So he will most likely drop a lap down as the field thunders by. So now we're down already to 18 cars on the lead lap. James here all by himself, so he'll probably go a lap down in just a few laps. With 87 laps to go, Carnage opened up tonight in the Stock Car Racing League Daytona 250, but now starting to get in a rhythm here. Right there's the 21 with the 14. And Shaw Racing still leading the charge out front. Never giving up as Shaw Racing at the front of the field. And right at the moment, everybody holding serve. Justin Wilson there in the 9 camp, still 1 lap down. Trying to get his lap back there in the Mountain Dew number 9 machine. Running around mid-pack right now, but 19th officially. 1 lap down. And if we take a look here at our driver board for Justin Wilson, started 20th, he's been as low as 25th, back up in a 2P20. Long way to go, some incidents early on. I don't know if it helped or hurt this driver, to be honest and be fair with you. See Cody Jordan right there as well. And now the 5 gonna get shuffled out. He kind of got out of line with his Shaw Racing teammates. That's going to allow that outside line. Teammate trying to let him in. Very, very close there, but great job by the teammates to plan that out. But look how that separated them, switching positions. And big run coming. Now that outside lane going to fall right back. The 14 of Clifton Crockwell tried to make the top side work, but just not going to work. Teammates got back in the line quick enough. And this is going to be the Shaw Racing party up front right now. This is what this is going to be for a little bit. As long as Shaw keeps it up front and keeps it going, there's the 2 camp. But you can't pull out and pass 3 cars at once. It's not going to be a thing here tonight. I think Shaw knows that. So as long as they stay single file in the front pack, I'm pretty comfortable with where they run right now just after 16 laps. Shaw leads the way, everyone else holding serve here after 17 laps tonight. It's going to be an interesting race with 84 to go. And these guys are doing a really good job, though, keeping it clean once we got back going in the Daytona 250. Here from the Daytona International Raceway, right now, top few cars bobbing and leaving a little bit. Everyone single file. We'll look for the first group of cars probably heading pit road around 35 to lap 40. They have not stopped throughout the yellows. Everybody throughout the pack, though, single file right now. You see it all wrapped around the bottom, trying to figure out what they can do all the way back there to the 9. More cars still on pit road, however. There's the 21 there hanging tight. You can just see everybody kind of holding serve. 1 car below the apron, letting the lead pack by with damage. That's going to split them up enough. Get a little bit of a 2-lane race here going for 4th. The 51 to the bumper, trying to help. Chase Schaefer trying to get the outside lane to roll. Shaw Racing cars, they've got themselves a little bit of a gap. 19 on the board of 100 here tonight. A little bit of lead changing. Oh boy. The lead of that top lane up, kind of being contested right now. Who wants to be the leader of the charge? And if you are back here where these guys are you thinking, what do I need to do to try to get to the front here? Everybody's kind of pinched in at this point. Everyone kind of pinched into where they're running right now after 19 laps. Not a lot of movement. So again, 20 on the board of 100, 80 to go here in the SCRL Daytona 250. Here live on Extreme Sim TV, Alec out front. Alec Daffin continuing to lead the way. Shaw Racing teammates up front leading the charge at the moment. So that's the way they run at the moment, doing a great job. 20 on 100 complete. So again, with 20 on 100 in the books, after 2 quick yellows, we went pretty well green from that point. Really surprising, honestly. Once we got this thing going, how clean it has been. And we will get ready to take a look at a few things here tonight. And we look at our stages coming up. Again, lap 25, the end of stage 1. Just over about 3 laps away to the end of stage number 1 here tonight. So we are coming up rapidly on the end of stage 1. Everybody else will stay single file for the moment. No real racing throughout the pack at the moment. Little bit of racing mid-pack. That's the 8th spot. Corn McCraney right there trying to make the top side work in the 81. He'll be left out to try. He'll make it work. He'll come back down to the bottom. Good job. Good gear machine. So Corn McCraney up to 8th. Chase Schaefer ahead of him in 7th as we come to the end of stage 1 tonight. Shaw Racing pretty much dominant. Alec out front. Hasn't gave up the lead since he had gotten it early on. So no surprise there. Alec continuing to lead, teammates behind him. Coming to the end of the stage here in just a few laps. You see right now the Shaw Racing teammates 1, 2, 3. Nothing changing out front. This is a textbook Texas family racing-ish style of Daytona racing here. We've seen that a lot from Texas family racing at these tracks. And the only other team I've seen really run like they did has now been Shaw, doing the exact same thing. All 3 cars up front, working together, not trying to pass one another, controlling the race. And Shaw is doing absolutely that right now. You see Cameron Perez, he's comfortably slotted in 2nd. Pack coming behind him, trying to get a run, but it's just, there's a lot of unknowns with this next-gen car, and in these top 3, the way they're working together, it does appear that there's a little bit of a draft bubble between the cars, keeping them from getting each other's bumper. And if they can't get each other's bumper, that's going to really make it difficult on 5th, 6th on back to get a big run on the leaders. Coming to the stage, there we go, the 5 able to break the bubble a little bit. This doesn't look like you can stay on the bumper long though without getting the car in front of you out of shape. Coming to what should be the white flag in stage number 1 here tonight. Here we go off of turn number 4. White flag will wave. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. Shaw Racing pretty much dominant this stage. 25 to go on the board. So 1 to go in the stage here. Completion of 25 will do it. Shaw Racing, that's Alec, Cameron Perez, and Joshua. First, 2nd, and 3rd, and still continuing to dominate up front. And Shaw is absolutely right with one another here. Coming to the checkered flag in the stage. A little bit of side-by-side racing behind them, not much at all. Coming to the end of stage 1, Shaw Racing, Alec and Cameron Perez and Joshua. They all 3 work together. That's going to give them a stage win for Alec. Daffin, and there it is. So stage number 1 in the books. Alec Daffin able to get it done. And folks, we're going to quickly go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll get your interviews and talk with stage 1 winner.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds. From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to...
All right, back here live at the Daytona International Speedway as we wrap up stage number 1 in the books. Here with Alec out front. He pretty much dominated the first stage. Him and his Shaw Racing teammates, which for the most part, they were absolutely dominant all evening. Very impressive between those drivers up front as we get ready for a restart of the the start of stage 2. We'll get your stage 1 winner interview in just a moment. Everybody going to come to pit road and come to a stop here. Yeah, I just got to say this. Very impressive out of Shaw Racing to dominate stage 1 in the manner that they did. But, you know, nobody had much for them, and we'll get ready to talk to them in just a moment about that. And let's talk to Alec once again. All right, Alec, buddy, Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
I gotcha.
All right, once again, man, stage 1 winner going to go to the 48 machine.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, teammates were working well with me. It's a good way to start the season and start my time in this league. Yeah, I was looking in my mirror where if Cameron's going to make a move or not, and he didn't, thankfully. So it's a good start. We'll just see if we can stay up here the whole race.
All right, man, I know the draft model in the next-gen car is a little bit different. How is it feeling out there on track compared to the old-gen car?
I haven't really raced this a lot, so I can't make a totally accurate analysis or whatever. It feels a little bit different, like the outside line kind of takes a while to get going, unless you get a side draft to get a lot of people going with you. But it's not too much different. It just takes getting used to, I guess, mainly.
All righty, man. Well, again, Alec, congratulations on stage 1. And really good job by Shaw Racing all first stage.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it stays this way, but it's Daytona, so you never know.
All right, man. We're going to let you go. Best of luck in stage 2.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right, there we go. Shaw Racing. They're getting ready. Well, we're going to have to get some guys up there. Get it done. Ash Ridge, some of these guys, some of these 3-car teams. A lot of these wrecks early on, it's really affected who we have. We got Chaz up here at Brewer, but his teammate in the 75 machine is No Bueno, and that's James back there in 17 for the 15 machine. So he's not close enough to really help Chaz. So you don't have, what I'm noticing, you don't have a lot of team cars directly around the Shaw Racing Group, which makes it even harder. Because how do you outrun a strategy without enough cars to beat them? Because here's the thing, Shaw's gonna work with each other, and we've done seen that, right? They're gonna do everything for the cause to keep those guys out front. They're gonna work as kind of one unit, and when you have that going on, it's gonna be very difficult for anybody else. Especially with these single file restarts. It's going to really mess with you on trying to put together a charge to separate those three. We're coming to green, lap number 29 to go on the board. Two big incidents to start out the race, but since then, been mean and green back under green once again to start the stage 2. And now, what do you do? 29 on the board. Alec Daffin out there still leading with teammates Cameron Perez, Joshua, and Corin McCraney. Now, lap down cars on the bottom. That does split up that top lane. Justin still desperately trying to get back on the lead lap. Has a decent car, and right now he's got some drafting help in front of him to possibly get that done. But again, Shaw going to slam the door, and they're going to go to the bottom, and that's just going to keep all the lap down traffic behind them. The 9 might be the wild card. What about the 37 Ash Ridge? 4 laps down. Big damage on that machine. His night almost over with. Not much he can do, but it's Alec out front, Cameron Perez, and Joshua, the Shaw Racing Show up front. Cody Jordan there, Chaz Brewer right there as well. Every other car in this field, they're going to have to get lined up to try to do something somehow with the race leaders. See the 21 trying to give a charge to the 77. Well, that 77 number kind of hard to see on that Napa Know-How Auto Parts machine. He'll jump to the top lane. He will that 77 machine of Wayland, and again, he is 3 laps down. Car appears to be in decent shape, but he's going to pull the plug and drop to the rear. So everybody back the single file parade around the bottom. It's almost like watching a parade at 200 mile an hour out there right now. As the field gets back single file, top speed around 199 here tonight. A little off what the old car was doing, but nevertheless, good deal. And there's that 77 of Wayland dropping back in the line. Cameron Perez right there in second. Joshua there as well. Look at that pack behind them, though. They're starting to get a little antsy. The 88 had, or the 98, I believe, as we got a car sideways in the wall. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, they're still wrecking one in the grass. Oh, hang on. He's in the grass. That's going to be Lutz Jr. A great save. Andrew Lutz. Great save by Andrew, but it got stacked up there again. And again, these cars do not appear to like the bumps as much as some of the other cars have. Brewer right there trying to come up with the 21. Again, they just cannot manufacture the run that you would have to get around the guys in front of you. You're going to have a bigger run than what they're getting, and they cannot manufacture it right now. You know they're trying. They're in there beating their head on the steering wheel. Come on, car, but it's just not giving it to them. And this concerns me. Now, again, I'm not saying the package in iRacing is going to be the same package. I'm not that naive. I know we've got an update coming, and they're working on the cars in real life. But I have a feeling this might have been what they were fighting in real life. That might have been the ideal for kind of the package changing. It is, again, you've got that big rear diffuser underneath that car. And I think that causes a lot of air bubble issues. I'm not a rocket scientist, but if you take a cup car that's already aero dependent and you put a big old diffuser underneath of it, probably going to be even more aero dependent. Just saying. I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I'm not building out the science guy, but my limited science knowledge says if you take a car that's already aero dependent, you put a big diffuser under it, it's probably going to be more aero dependent. So that is the way we set right now with just 34 of the 100 laps in the books here from Daytona International Speedway. Working your way through stage number 2 of the Daytona 250 for the Stock Car Racing League. And for those of you that wondering where Captain Chaos AJ may be, well, he is celebrating a birthday party. So he is not here. He's no bueno. He is celebrating, probably getting hammered. But he will be back tomorrow, but for the night, you're kind of just stuck with me. So, right now, Alec Gaffin out front, Cameron Perez in second, 35 on the board, 100 complete here tonight. What do you do if you're Alec Gaffin up front and you're like, oh, crap? I mean, you've got help, but you just don't see. Well, I mean, seriously, if you're Alec, do you like maybe let your teammate get a lap lead here and Cameron, maybe, possibly? I mean, do you do that, or do you just say, no, I'm going to stay up here? I mean, that's your two options. You could try to let a teammate by and let them help you out. But we will see. Alec Gaffin. I would love to get an interview with Jimmy Crow right about now, because Mr. Crow could clear up some of these things with this aero package that I am just not qualified to answer. Man, this is interesting, man. You just can't get runs at all. And you see them try to get each other's bumper. You seen the 6 right there get to the 21's back bumper, and the car started to shake and move around. Just not stable enough to do it, I don't think. It's unfortunate because you would love to see that, but they just can't get the runs. And you see this front pack pulling away. Clifton Crockwell right there, Tanner McCready, Jack Stanley, Tony Patton, Samuel right there as well. Corn McCraney right there, Doc Holliday there in 13th. Andrew Lutz Jr. as well. 37 of 100 complete here tonight at Daytona. Let's do a little bit of crank it up here on Extreme Sim TV. All right, back here as I made a quick phone call to my super speedway ace, the one, the only Jimmy Crow, and well, the knowledge I got from him was pretty much corroborating what we're seeing here. This car does not like getting runs. It just doesn't materialize. You got to have 3 or 4 cars to do it. And with Shaw Racing out front, man, if they can keep where they're at, this might be the most dominant Daytona performance I have ever seen. Because if they stay lined up, I don't know what other guys can do to get the run on them. This is going to be nuts. Now, again, we got a second stage coming up. And you can see Jack Stanley right there as well. Jack Stanley trying to hang on. And we take a look. Lap 60 is the end of stage 2 here. Coming up in about 15 laps from now, we'll start heading into stage number 2 of this event. Or the end of stage number 2, excuse me. And right now, looking mid-pack, that's Jack Stanley, Tony Patton, Samuel Corin McCraney right there as well. A little bit of 3-wide action mid-deep pack, trying to work their way around one another, trying to get it figured out. 44 on the board. So lap 45 across the board right now. Doc Holliday sitting there. Corin McCready right there. Samuel there as well, or Sammy there as well. That's Tony Patton, Jack Stanley, and Chase Schaefer back here mid-pack right now. 45 laps complete this time by. Shaw Racing leads it with Alec Daffin, Cameron Perez, and Joshua, your top 3. Chaz Brewer, Chase Schaefer, Jack Stanley, Tony Patton. Samuel there as well as Corin McCraney. And Doc Holliday rounds out your top 10. Clifton Crockwell in 11th. Pit road becoming busy here. Couple of cars diving off. 17 laps in the run. Looking at this stage, most likely going to have green flag stops. So Holliday, McCraney, and Sammy, all 3 diving down to make their green flag stop here. 18 laps in the run here of stage number 2. Race leaders still out front. Shaw Racing's on Alec Daffin, Cameron Perez, Joshua, and Chase Brewer, and Chase Schaefer in the top 5. Here we go. Teammates coming down, leading the charge. On the brakes, watch out for speeding. Oh, that got a little bit dicey, but the lead pack going to make it to their box here. In green flag pit stops. Cameron going to come down. Tires or fuel only most likely here in this stop. Ooh, the 24 had to back up. That's going to separate him from his teammates when they leave here. That was Joshua had to back that car up. Cameron Perez out before Alec. Alec taking tires. So teammates going to get separated here. Perez leads them off. Here comes Daffin. He'll race the 6 off. Andrew now on pit road along with Jack Stanley staying out right now with Patrick O'Toole right there in 3rd. So these green flag stops going to break up the Shaw Racing pack at the front of the field. Crossing the stripe right now, we've got at least 3 more cars needing to make their stop. Got Hendricks.com, number 5 or number 44, I believe, on that car. Patrick O'Toole right there as well. So that is the way we set here. Jack Stanley on the island by himself is pretty much in kind of a no man's land situation. Him and Justin Wilson, who's way off of him, the last 2 needing to make this stop. So Perez, Schaefer should be the top 2 when this thing transfers out. There's Schaefer and Perez. Joshua gonna make it by. So they're gonna kind of get straightened back out. Alec gonna be the one that lost the most on this pit stop. He'll shake out to be in fifth when it all sorts back out.
All right, man. Caution is
Yellow
out.
on
Caution
the
is out.
racetrack, lap 49 on the board. We got problems on the racetrack. And Ricardo's slow. Let's take a look at what happened to Ricardo to bring out the caution here at lap 28. So Ricardo had a problem. What happened here? So I think Ricardo is going to try to get back up to speed. And clips the apron. Car comes around. Slides up on the racing surface. And that will bring out the yellow. Oh, yellow out 49 complete. Stanley leads here as we come under yellow. Halfway through the Daytona 250 here tonight. Under caution here once again. The yellow back out on the racetrack. I want to thank everyone that's come out to the broadcast here this evening. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. We'll be with the Stock Car Racing League all through 2022, all 22 rounds here on Extreme Sim TV as Jack Stanley leads the way with 10 to go in stage number 2. Jack out front with Cameron Perez, Joshua and Chase Schaefer, your top 4. Chaz Brewer in 5th. So we're going to come out of turn 4 here. Jack Stanley going to take the left-hand turn down a pit road. We'll see how many he goes ahead and stops here under yellow. You got a couple of cars coming down. Taking 4 tires and fuel. They're coming down. There's Jack Stanley. And so it'll be Cameron and Josh on the front row. Chase Brewer, Alec Gaffin, who has led most of the race here tonight, went too deep in his box, lost some pit time under that pit stop, relegated him to 5th on the racetrack. Again, you're just joining us here tonight. It's been a heck of a race here for the Stock Car Racing League in the Daytona 250 here this evening. So as we get ready to get back going once again, field ready to go. We shall see how this kicks off. So as we get ready for the restart here, 51 and 100 complete here tonight. So the field going to work their way through turn 4 to look for the signal to get lined up, ready to go once again for a restart here tonight in the opening round for the SCRL Stock Car Racing League. Round number 1 here tonight, the Daytona 250, the 4th running of the Daytona 250. And let's see if we can quickly, we might be out of time to do an interview. We'll do one at the end of the stage. I think we're about out of time here. But man, oh man, this has been one of those nights, right? It's been one of those crazy, crazy nights. And it doesn't appear that it's changing that much, to be honest, as we get lined back up for the restart. Perez back right there. You see Cameron. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I hit that little thing, didn't I? Yeah, I did. But Perez right there, and with Josh, Chaz Brewer. And we'll get double filed up. Cameron Perez top lane to 24 behind him. Lap down cars to the bottom The 99 right there, multiple laps down is Sean Britt. Sean Britt not having the night that he wanted either right now, getting ready to go. On board with Sean Britt, he's going to restart on the inside. The two machine up there in front of him right now trying to hold on to his spot, and that would put him back on the lead lap. Tanner McCready right there on the top side in the two. So that Menards machine looking to get back on the lead lap here. If he can hold serve up in front of the leaders for about 8 laps, get himself back on the lead lap. So here we go. Coming to green, this time by Tanner McCready.
Green, green, green.
Green in the air, here we go. And they're going to hold up the 5. This might be a good opportunity for him to get his lap back, field behind him. Let's see if he can pull them all to the bottom. Cameron Perez seems kind of content with Tanner McCready right now, who is on the tail end of the lead lap, trying to get his lap back here. Coming to the end of stage number 2. They're going to ship him out. Yep. They shipped him to the top side. He's got a little bit of help coming from the 48 right now, but it's not going to be enough. He'll just pull up out of the way at this point, and he'll fall back. It's unfortunate. He tried to get that lap back. And here comes Alec through, so they're going to all kind of work their way back single file. 53 on the board. Now it's Cameron Perez's turn to lead the Shaw Racing Parade up front. 53 laps on the board. So if Cameron Perez can hold the top spot, he'll be the second Shaw Racing driver to go to get a stage win here tonight, if he can hold on just a short period of time. Not very long out front right now is Cameron Perez. Joshua teammate behind him, Chaz Brewer. You know, Chaz has got to be thinking in his head, what do I need to do to get past these cars in front of me? Right now in third at the moment. So Chaz has an opportunity to maybe get a stage win if he can figure out a way around the two in front of him. He's got 98 of Sean Britt there, who's 3 laps down behind him. Sean needs to get on with it if he's going to make up some ground here tonight, trying to get back in this race. Car looks to be decently okay. He just needs to get onto the back bumper of the 6, try to make some things happen to try to get back on the lead lap. Coming to 5 to go this time by. Because right now Sean is trapped a lap down. 3 laps down to be exact there, and there is no cars on his lap. If he can make up 1 lap, that'd put him 2 down, and he would at least have Ricardo Whalen there on his lap to try to pick up some spot. And everybody wants to win at Daytona, but you got to think this is worth season points. So that is points positions he can make up if he gets back on the lead lap. If indeed he does find a way to do that. So continuing to run, 55 of 100 complete right now. Cameron Perez, Joshua right there with Chaz Brewer. Sammy right there also in the mix at the moment. 56 on the board this time by Perez, Joshua Brewer, your top 3. Lap down traffic, trying to get some laps back. That's Sean Britt, who is kind of stuck in traffic right now, 19th. Trying to get laps back here, but just not going the way he wanted. Justin Wilson on the lead lap here, but back in 13th. Patrick, what about Jack Stanley? Chase Schaefer, all single file right now. Tony Panton, Doc Holliday right there. There's Mr. Doc Holliday up into the top 8. Cameron Perez still leading the parade around here at Daytona, coming towards the end of stage number 2. 57 of 100 complete. Continuing to work their way through here. What a race. Cameron Perez leads the way. Right now, Cameron Perez leads the way with Joshua and Chance Brewer and Mr. Sammy right there, along with Alec Daffin. Alec Daffin right there trying to come up with a way to get back to the front of the field. Slid through his box, cost himself some time there during those green flag stops that took place during stage number 2 here tonight. He led all the way up to that point, but unfortunately locked the brakes up, ended up sliding through his box, which costed him pretty much all of his track position here. It hasn't really been able to regain it either as they continue to run down through the front straightaway here. I don't know if there's anything that he could do as of right now to really do much here. But right now, with 59 on the board of 100 here tonight, we continue to run. What a race it has been for the Shaw Racing Group out front. We're coming to the white flag in stage number 2. Come out here at lap 60. So again, lap 60, the white flag will wave. Clifton Cockrell right there inside that top 7. Warren McCraney right there with him as well. 1 to go in stage 2 here tonight. Cameron Perez looking to be the second Shaw Racing driver to get a stage victory here tonight. He's got teammate help with him. Chaz Brewer right there in that 6 machine runs 3rd. No big change up front at the moment. Pack behind them pretty well off their pace here. Can't really do much. As long as they stay in line, it looks like Cameron Perez gonna come home with the stage number 2 win. Teammate Joshua all over the back bumper. So for the second time tonight, a Shaw Racing driver would take the stage as they come out of turn number 4 down toward the start finish line. Stage number 2 in the books at Daytona.
All right, man.
And again, teammates lead them to the end of the stage. Cameron Perez at that time. Well, we're going to quickly grab Cameron. And we'll get to see what he has to say. As we get caught up here to the pace car. 61 on 100 complete here tonight. $61 of 100 complete. As they get down to it here and coming up to the pace car. It's him catching up right now. So let's talk to Cameron Perez here. What he has to say. Hey Cameron, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Matt. How's it going?
Well, you're going to pick up stage number 2. You had your turn leading the parade out there tonight.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, us Shaw Racing drivers working together. Justin Wilson, another Shaw Racing driver, number 9 Chevrolet. He missed a start, but he's working his way back up here.
Well, man, the cars do not look like draft package-wise. They're very racy. They don't look like they get very good runs.
Yeah, if you stay single file, the runs aren't as big, but you can be aggressive and go too wide and make runs.
10-4, man. Well, best of luck here for the end of the race here and the end of stage number 3. What's your thoughts here going forward with the night that Shaw's had?
Well, I mean, we're hoping to get a win. No matter what Shaw driver it is, we're hoping to get a win here.
Alrighty, man. Well, best of luck, buddy.
All right, you too, Matt.
Right there's Cameron Perez. Let's, where's old Chaz at? Let's let him get off pit road here and we'll talk to Chaz. See what Chaz had to say. Ooh, Chaz there with a little pit strategy gets him out up front. Let's talk to Chaz and see what he has to say here. Hey Chaz, buddy, Matt in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. What is it going to take to get by those Shaw racing cars that's kind of dominated the evening?
What I just did on pit road, and that was take fuel only and get the lead.
Well, man, it seems like deep in the pack, y'all just cannot get any runs back there.
No, sir. No, whenever it gets strung out, and even if you do get a run, you can't bring it around the outside at all because most of the time people don't go with you. And when they do go with you, it just kind of seems like it stalls out really bad.
How much do you expect this package to change throughout the year once NASCAR gets a hold of it in real life? Do you think it'll change any?
I hope it'll change because, I mean, I'm a fan of NASCAR and I watch it all the time. And if it don't change, then it's just going to be like this simulation is. It's going to be nothing where you can't pass and they're just going to ride the bottom like we're having to do.
Yeah, poor man. Well, you got up front, Chaz. Maybe you hang on to it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Chaz Brewer, everybody has done it. He's got to the front there with a little pit strategy. Let's see if he can hold off everyone behind him. All right, it's off on the pace car. So, a little bit of pit strategy there for Chaz. Lead change number 4 on the evening. So as we get ready for a restart once again, Chaz Brewer, Cameron Perez, Joshua right there, Chase Schaefer, Sammy, and Clifton Crockrell. Right there in 6th, 7th is Doc Holliday. 8th is going to be Corin McCraney and Mr. Tony Patton in 9th. Jack Stanley in 10th. As we get ready for a restart. Here we go, 65 on the board of 100. Here we go once again. Getting ready for a restart. So here we go, double file, 65 on the board.
Green flag.
Green in the air, we're underway here at Daytona. Here we go, everybody back up to speed. Chaz Brewer out front once again. So right now, everyone fighting their way through up front. Chaz Brewer leads the way. Here we go with Cameron Perez to the back bumper. Perez, how quickly does Shaw Racing try to make a move on Chaz Brewer? A bit of a block to the high side here. Now most of the cars up high. Chaz trying to lead them to the top side of the racetrack. Oh, the 24 right on the back bumper. The teammate there of Cameron Perez almost got him free, but he hangs on. Now Chaz Brewer leads them to the bottom, trying to play monkey see, monkey do here out front of the pack. Everybody working on getting our way back single file mid-pack. We got a little bit of racing going on side by side. Top three pulling away. Doc Holiday mid-pack here. Chaz up front trying to mix it up here. Trying to be the lone soldier, and he just can't do nothing with them. They're going to pull it to the outside. Shaw Racing. Chaz is like, really, seriously, guys? He's going to stay to the bottom. Can he stay underneath them? Nope. Not happening. There you go. Pulled out, made it work. 2 cars versus 1. Nothing Chaz Brewer could do. And now back to the right, the front of the field here. Cameron Perez and Mr. Joshua back leading it here. So now Shaw Racing back to the front here in the Daytona 250 for the SCRL Racing League. Well, back to the bottom here now. Chaz back to third. What can he do? Trying to get around the guys up front. We'll have one more green flag pit stop before the end of this race here. Coming to lap 68 this time by. So here they come back down the front straightaway once again. Field single filed out. 68 of 100 complete here tonight. So as we continue to run right here, 68 on the board complete. And what does it take here as these guys get ready to go? What a night it has been with 68 of 100 complete. Cameron Perez out front. Let's go crank it up one more time here from the Daytona International Speedway. All right, back here once again as we're 72 laps in. Perez out front, teammate Joshua right there behind him. You see those two, 1 and 2 right now, and I tell you what, they have done a great job just pulling this field around. Now the 24, a little bit off the 48 to 5, and I tell you what, the 48 there of Alec going to be almost a lap down. After a pit stop there, he kind of short pitted everything. See how that works out for Alec, but he's right in front of his teammates. Running 15th right now, tail end of the lead lap. The 6 of Chaz Brewer right there kind of all by himself. Man, oh man, Chaz Brewer right now doing everything he can to hold on to the race lead. Can't do much at the moment. Or Brewer, trying to get to the race lead. He's got Sammy right there with Doc Holliday. We know they're good plate racers, but can they do anything to kind of bust up the top 2 here with Shaw Racing, and then that lap down car out of Shaw as well? Dot hurting them a bit right now to have a teammate that's almost a lap down just in front of you. And these guys are absolutely putting on what I would call a clinic of a race here tonight as a team. This team has took this race and ran with it all evening long. Is there anything the rest of this field can do even to try to one up Shaw Racing right now? Kind of been the Shaw Racing show. If we look, stats are going to prove it. Think about it. Daffin has led 44 laps. Perez has led 23 of them. Brewer and Stanley 3 apiece. So there's only been 7 laps that has not been led by a Shaw Racing driver out of 75 here tonight. Shaw Racing came to play to the Daytona 250 here tonight. You see them working their way down the front straightaway once again. Right down on the apron, everybody the single file parade at 200, almost 200 mile an hour, about 190 now is what we're seeing out of these lap cars, or out of these cars tonight. Fastest lap of the race, 46.294, and that came out of Brewer, and then Crockwell is the second fastest. Holiday, Arrell, Steen, and McCrane right there is your top 6 on the fastest laps of the race right here so far tonight. Take a look at some of these driver bars here. Take a look at Doc Holliday setting in 5th, started 14th tonight. So Doc started kind of deeper in the field, but right now top 5, can't complain about that if you're Doc Holliday. Cameron Perez is still leading the way here. 54 laps to go in this one. Coming down to the final 20 laps, you see the top 3 cars on track. The 48 again, 1 lap down. But look at this. Everybody in the front pack, they're like, yeah, we're going to go to the top. Let's see. Nope, they're going to abandon it. They thought about it. I got to give them credit. They thought about it. Everybody started to go to the top, and then they're like, yeah, that's not going to work. We're going to go right back down here to the bottom. So they started to try to dive out on the race leaders to see if they could come up with at least something with 23 to go. $78 of 100 laps complete here tonight from the Daytona International Speedway. 23 to go. Right now, nose to tail out front is race leader Cameron Perez and Joshua and Chaz Brewer. Ooh, them top 3 got a little bit squirrely. Down the back straightaway, trying to tuck together, trying to get away from the rest of the pack here. Ooh, they had to lift there. Look at the checkup. That checkup opened up the opportunity. Top lane here. Let's see if they can do anything. Brewer going to be the unlucky car there that's going to get shipped to the bottom with 2 cars to his outside. They can't do anything. But look at the gap these top two are starting to get on the field. The problem with that being, you get too far out front, you just may well give everyone behind you a top opportunity to get a big run. You see the 43 right there. Let's go widescreen mode for a moment and take a look at this, because they're going to try to get a run, but that run's going to quickly dissipate. Well, got all excited for nothing, didn't I? That run dissipated quite quickly. They tried it though. They tried it. But again, you can't blame them, right? You're doing the best you can here, trying to get a run, and it doesn't seem to be that they can do it right now. A little bit of accordion effect there. Nothing doing. And with 20 laps to go, you're gonna have to start thinking of things you can try later on in the race. Now is not the time to just sit there. You're gonna have to start thinking of things you need to do to try to go to victory lane here. That is what they are sitting there thinking about. Perez up front, leading with teammates behind him. There's Sammy, there's Doc Holliday. Looks there in 6th, that's Clifton Crockrell. Right there trying to come up with something. 7th right now going to be Tony Patton. 8th right now, Corin McCready, Jack Stanley, and Patrick O'Toole in the top 10. But out front, race leaders are coming up most likely on pit stops here pretty soon to get themselves to the end. So again, we're going to have pit stops here. And we did see problems out of the Shaw Racing Group on pit road earlier. It's what cost Alec the race lead, was a pit stop mishap. How will this work out? Because Alec's on a little bit different strategy than even his teammates. So when they dive off, Alec most likely will not be going with them. We'll see if he can catch back up and get back with his two teammates. Chaz Brewer right there inside that top 3, trying to place forward here tonight with just 18 laps to go. Chaz has got to be thinking, okay, what do I need to do to set these guys up? Yeah, everybody back single file, 18 to go this time by. 18 to go at Daytona. Everyone still single file at the front of the pack. Perez, Joshua Brewer, Sammy, Doc Holliday, Clifton Crockrell, Tony Patton, Corin McCraney, Jack the Man Stanley, Patrick O'Toole, Andrew Luntz Jr., Justin Wilson, Alec Daffin, Chase Schaefer, James, Tanner McCready right back there as well. Ricardo in the race, still 2 laps down. 19 of the 30 odd cars that started still in excuse me, still on track here tonight. 17 laps to go. Guys looking for a way to finish this one out strong. And if you're not in this top 3, it's going to be mighty difficult, folks. Mighty difficult if you're not in this top 3 to come up with something. You see the 48-5, 24-6. That's your top 3. 43 is Sammy, Doc Holliday there in 5th. Clifton Crockrell is right there in 6th. Tony Patton right there in 7th. Corin McCready in 8th. Jack Stanley and everybody coming down out of the front pack even. Who's a 5, locking it up, getting it blown up. 48 coming down with his teammates here. That's not what I expected to see at all out of that Alec machine. Everybody coming down. Now Cameron Perez, don't miss your box. Great job by Cameron Perez. 16 to go, everybody on pit road here. Great stop to 43, 24, 48. Oh, watch it. The 5 spun the tires a little bit. We did see a car spin out trying to get back up to speed earlier. Pat coming back up to speed. Sammy there jumping forward 3 spots. He's up to 3rd in the 43 camp. Crockwell with him. They've managed to separate a couple of these Shaw Racing drivers. Jeff Stanley on track, but look at the 5. He's got Sammy a couple of car lengths back. He's trying to catch his teammate up there. It's going to be 2 Shaw cars and then everybody else. 16 laps to go. The 48 a lap down. Alec 1 lap down, but he's got up there to help Cameron right now. Stanley at the pit road. This might be the best opportunity that these guys have gotten to get by Shaw here all night. They've eliminated down to 2 cars. Out front, Clifton, Doc Holliday. 4 or 5 cars now lined up in a row. Trying to chase down the top 2, the 24 in that line. There is a Joshua. Cameron up front right now. They've got about a second or so. Oh man, this could be big. Starting to, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't pull out and really race each other. They're gonna do that though. They'll shift the 3rd place 43 back. I don't know if I'd have done that. I think I'd have tried to stay in line, keep as many cars with me as possible. Because you know when you get up here now, you've got that 24 right with you. Y'all go. Clifton goes to make a move around the race leader of Cameron Perez. You know the 24 is most likely going to dive down and stay with his teammates. It's going to be 2 on 3 again. They're just hoping that they got enough momentum when they get there that they can make the pass relatively easy. Here we go. Cameron's got to be watching his mirror, watching the gap close. There we go. What does Cameron do when the pack gets here? This might be their best opportunity all night long to get by the 5 and get rid of the Shaw Racing drivers up front for good. Here we go. Clifton Crockrell. He's going to lead the charge. A big run coming. They pull out a line just as I suspected. The 24 there with them. Where does the 24 go? They're going to catch a lap car at the wrong moment. Oh man, and it killed their momentum. The 9 right there killed every bit of momentum they had. They had a big run coming. But that lap car being in the way, that just may have saved the 5. Because now you don't have that big gap run that you had. What do you do? 13 laps to go for the 500, for the 250 here tonight. This is the 4th running of the SCRL Daytona 250. Oh boy, Cameron's starting to look to the outside of Alec there. Again, Alec a lap down, a little bit of bumping back in the pack. You know, and I honestly think Clifton and Doc, they had that good plan. But unfortunately, the lap car kind of hindered their progress there. They couldn't really use the top lane the way they wanted to. And that helped Cameron Perez quite a bit with 11 to go. I do believe if they'd had that momentum and they'd went to the top, I don't think Cameron could have stopped them. Now, looky here, Doc Holliday playing Doc Holliday games. Trying to back the 24 up, force him to give him a run. Going to be, can we create a run here? That is going to be the question. I'm Clifton. I'm like, okay, what's back? You're probably going to get one shot. And that's the problem here is you're not going to get multiple opportunities at this. You're going to get one major run, one big shot at it. And you've got to have everything go right when it does. Oh, stacking up here. Once again, you see the slinky coming together at the front of the field. So it's like a slinky. Everybody pulls apart and then everybody comes together. And when you get the forward momentum of everyone coming together, that's when you got to make the move. Look for it, 10 to go. This time by from the flagman. Leaky is known as the pack is pretty stale right now. There's just not a lot of momentum right now. Clifton again, backing off the back bumper of the 5, trying to create distance. That's how you create a run. You try to back everybody up. So hard to do, because if you back up too much, you're going to stack the field up. You're going to make contact. You might go around. You might get out of shape. It kills your momentum. And right there, the way he's diving out of line there, that is actually a pretty good way to create distance without lifting. And by doing that, trying to stack them up, trying to get momentum, he's got to get Doc Holliday on his bumper and get one good run at it. Because you might as well throw the 24 out, right? Because if you go to the top, I would bet every Krispy Kreme donut that I have that 24 is going to go to the bottom with his teammates. So you essentially have 2 cars lined up versus the 2 out front with Alec and Cameron being a lap down. Now we do have lap traffic coming. Good player roll. There's the move. He has no help though. He needs to get down there and side draft hard. Side draft hard. Check it up, wrecking behind him. Oh man. And no caution as of yet.
Right, man,
and there it is. Yellow is out, and it is going to be Clifton with the lead. Doc Holliday is not going to be too happy about that one. Let's go to our replay. And let's see if we can figure out what happened. Well, it's late. Doc Holliday is kind of unintentionally. Let's take a look. They all stack up. Here comes the move. Doc Holliday's right there in the line. At this moment, Doc's trying to figure out what he wants to do. And there they go. They go side by side. Now watch Doc. He's going to get clipped in the left rear up the racetrack. Oh my goodness. That car absolutely destroyed Doc Holliday. Going to come to rest on all 4 tires. But the caution back out. However, when the yellow came out, it was Clifton with the race lead. If we can quickly talk to Doc. Man. Hey, Doc Holliday, man, up here in the booth. Get a copy, buddy.
Dude, I am so fucking pissed.
Well, bud, what happened there? It looked like everybody started to stack up with that run. And what do you think?
Who is this?
It's Matt up in the booth, bud. You get a copy?
Oh, yeah, Matt. It's just checking up a little bit. And, yeah, somebody ran me over. Don't know how to ride the brake.
Well, bud, you did a good job backing up. You were trying. I knew you and Clifton were trying there for a while to get a run generated.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just trying to be courteous, left like Clifton back in there. We were running down, within 10 laps, and yeah, and then you got a lap down car in front, teammate, just slowing stuff up, and then you got 3 teammates there, and one of them just dumped me.
Well,
it is what it is.
It looked like there. I think if you and him could have got the run and been able to make it happen, I think y'all had something for him.
Yeah, we did have some. We were just waiting for the last couple laps. But it's just, sorry about my language there when you come in there, buddy.
Oh, I
apologize.
You're fine, Doc. Well, dude, it was good to see you back on the channel again.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, man. Oh.
All right. Yeah, it's tough, man. But good run up to that point, dude.
Yeah, well, some people just don't have the talent.
All right, Doc, we'll holler at you. You going to be around with Jimmy and them tomorrow for that 500 miler?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, buddy. All right. See you later, man.
Yeah, bye.
All righty. There you go. Doc Holliday's Salts, folks. It's the Doc. Gotta love Doc. And we'll get ready to go back green. Lights off on the pace car. So, Cameron Perez, and now your race leader, Sammy in second, as we get ready to go again. And so here we go. Not sure how Chaz is in the third, but we'll go at it once again here. Here we go, coming to it once again. So everybody gonna get back at it. So right now, everybody up by the wall. Cameron Perez, Sammy, Joshua, Chaz Brewer, and Corin McCrane right there as well. Coming to green. Here we go. So here we go, coming to green. 5 laps to go. This time by. Here we go, 5 to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Cameron Perez out front, green in the air. Everybody gonna dive to the bottom. Look at the 43 throw the block. Big block there, trying to keep teammates apart. 5 laps to go in the Daytona 250 tonight. Cameron Perez out front doing everything he can, trying to lead the way. Perez right there. Sammy right there in second right now with Joshua there as well. Everybody stacking up now down the back straightaway. 4 to go this time by. Looking for a way around Perez. Perez trying to make that car wide. Couple cars diving out of line deep in the pack now. Man, oh man, this is going to be crazy. Coming down the back straightaway. Everybody working their way through. Chaz Brewer. Old Chaz right there in the 6 trying to come up with something. 5 to go. Corin McCrane, Tony Patton, Andrew Lutz Jr., Jack Stanley. Trouble behind them. Big incident.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution out once again. And the 24 in it. Joshua's in it. Take a look here and we'll get ready for another restart. And let's take one more look. So, he wrecked the 5. That's what happened. 2 wrecks broke loose. They were wrecking behind them. And them leaders get took out. One more look at this. They wreck behind them, and look what happens to the leaders up here. Watch this. Over under 43. Dumping Shaw Racing. Oh. Sammy is out front. Cameron is going to be P2. Car all torn up. We will see if we get a green-white checkered. I don't think so. Man. Chaz right there as well. Coming to 2 to go. Coming to 2 to go here. Sammy out front. And we'll wait to see. Yeah, it will be a green-white checkered finish. So we'll be right back here in just a moment, folks. All right, back here, folks, live as we get ready for the restart after two big incidents shaping the way this thing's going to finish out here tonight. So here we go. Coming to the restart. The single file, Sammy leads Cameron Perez in second. Coming to the restart this time by here we go once again. Perez, Chaz right there. Man, there is a ton of damage on that Cameron Perez machine. The 93 might be in, or the 43 might be in good shape when we go green here if he can just hold on to the race lead. Here we go, coming to green. Lights off, green, white, checkered attempt number one. Here in the Daytona 250 for the SCRL Stock Car Racing League. Green in the air. We're back underway. Good restart there. Does Cameron have enough of a car to stay with the leader? Oh, he got turned. Wow. Cameron blocking low, blocking high. Nearly got turned around there. What is Cameron trying? That car is hurt. He's trying his best. Oh boy, Cameron trying his best. Here comes a run to the top side, however, for the race lead. Sammy out front, nothing he can do. Perez continues to block as they go into 1 and 2. And right now, Chaz the Brewer got kind of shuffled out, coming to 1 to go. Here we go, crossing the stripe, 1 lap to go. Chaz back there, nothing he can do. The 43, the 81 of Corn McCraney, though, side by side with Chase Schaefer for the race lead. McCraney top side. Corn McCraney to the top, the 44 with him. That's Patrick O'Toole, contact. More cars wrecking down the back straightaway. Connor McCraney gonna get away. Oh boy, Patrick O'Toole right there trying to get it gathered up. The 51 out front, that's Chase Schaefer. Out through turns 3 and 4, Schaefer coming to the start-finish line. Chase Schaefer, the only lap led all night, is going to be the one that matters. Checkered flag for Chase Schaefer. Congratulations, Chase Schaefer. And side by side behind them, Sammy and then Cameron Perez. But it's Chase Schaefer to victory lane here tonight. Chase Schaefer, congratulations, has won the Daytona 250 here tonight for the SCRL Series. Congratulations, Chase Schaefer. Congrats to him. Great effort for Chase. Wow. So Chase Schaefer is able to get it done. Yep, coming down through. And so he'll come celebrate. And great job. Chase Schaefer going to victory lane here tonight. Let's get ready to talk to Chase in just a moment. Congratulations, Chase Schaefer, on winning round number 1 here tonight. So let's get ready for our post-race interview here with Chase Schaefer. Man, Chase done a great job here tonight, grabbing the win. And congrats to him. Big deal for Chase Schaefer. Led 1 lap all night long. Let's get ready to talk to him here in just a moment. Man, what a great job by Chase Schaefer. Man, what a finish. So folks, we'll be right back in just a moment for all our post-race coverage. So stand by, we'll be back in 1 moment.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds. From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds. From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerd.
All right, everybody, back here again, once again. And we're going to get ready to talk to Chase Schaefer, coming away with the victory lane here tonight. Hey, Chase Schaefer, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All righty, victory lane for the 51 camp here tonight.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I did it. I was not expecting to win this in my debut.
Well, man, you did exactly that. You got your win coming out. What a crazy finish as well.
Yeah, I was not. I don't know what would have happened if we would have stayed together up there. I gotta thank the 44 for helping me out in that outside lane. He's really what gave me this win. But I got through all those wrecks and somehow was able to come out in my debut, and I shouldn't even have been here. I reserved for someone today.
Well, man, you did a great job. You went the victory lane. What were you thinking that last lap as they got together behind you and all the chaos broke loose?
When I made that initial pass on the outside, coming out of 4 on lap 101, I was almost thinking this may be too early, but whatever, I'm gonna send it. I start to pass the, who is that? 88, I think it is, or the 81 on the outside coming into 1, and I'm side by side with him. I'm like, oh boy, if that 44 doesn't help me, I'm screwed right here. I'm gonna have to fight 2 people for the win. He miraculously comes up, and I'm so relieved. And then when I saw them wreck, I was not expecting that. That was basically, I knew I'd got it.
Well, man, you did a great job coming home to victory lane here tonight. I mean, it's got to be a shock to get a win coming in as a reserve driver and then to go to victory lane like that. Man,
Yeah, for sure.
What a crazy, crazy night.
I never win super speedway races too. I think this one just was in all my favor.
Well, man, you did a great job, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations here tonight, my man.
Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. Well, you got anybody like to thank before I let you go, man?
I guess I got to thank Cameron Perez. He the league Twitter followed me on Twitter today, and I thought, why not sign up for it? I literally found this thing today. He told me to get in a VC with him, and he set me up to reserve for the 51. So I really just got to thank him, and I got to thank the 44 for coming with me right there. That was one move right there to come on the outside with me on that last lap.
Right. Well, man, I tell you what, great job, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And go celebrate this one, dude. You worked hard on this one.
I will. I definitely will.
All righty, congratulations, buddy. Well, there you have it. Your race winner, Mr. Chase Schaefer, here tonight, and what was an absolute barn burner of a finish here tonight. And let me sort of having to bring up the box, but my standings are reading something different than it should be. I have a feeling. So let's take a look at what it officially scored. Take one look here. We're gonna have to do it this way, unfortunately, folks, because my ticker is not working with me on this one. So it was Sammy second, then Cameron in third. Okay. So that's the way we score them. Sammy second, Cameron in third. So let's talk to Sammy. Where is Sammy here tonight? We got Sammy. I don't see Sammy. But let's talk with Cameron Perez. All right. All right, Cameron, Matt in the booth, get a copy.
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
All righty, officially P3 looks like here.
Yes, I got a P3 finish for me and Shaw Racing.
Well, man, it was a crazy ending to this race.
Oh, yeah, it was. It's crazy. I'm surprised I got a P3 finish here. When I got turned into turn 1 there, that was a racing deal, and I thought my race was over then and there. But then green white checker happened. It stayed green, and I ended up getting a P3 out of it.
But not only that, you had to block for your life.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm thankful that the 6 car did not just decide to turn me the amount of times I was blocking him. But it ended up working good for me and the 6 car, even though I was blocking him, because I ended up getting P3. He got P4 out of that, so I guess it's good for both of us.
Well, man, congratulations on the top 3 in the Daytona 250. Man, we get ready to get out of Daytona and actually get the season started, in my opinion, with some of these 1.5 milers and everything.
Oh yeah, got Auto Club next week, which I actually will not be able to make Auto Club. I will not be there. But After Auto Club at Sonoma. We'll be looking good there.
Alrighty, man. Well, again, Cameron, good run here. Top 3, buddy. Anybody like to think?
All right, thank you, Matt.
Alrighty, man. Congrats, dude. All right, folks, that's going to be it here. Daytona 250 tonight from Daytona International Speedway for the SCRL. Thank you guys here, and we're going to get out of here. We will see you later on here on Extreme Sim TV next week.